All right. All right, let's just start by centering in. So take a nice couple of deep breaths. And as you know, over the last several months, I've really been having you start by focusing on your breathing. So take a nice slow in breath through you want you to breathe through your nose, in and out through your nose. Breathe in on a count of 4 and slowly out on a count of 6, and then in on 4. And just go through three to 5 rounds of that, taking your time and really coming into yourself, into your present moment, and notice where your body is grateful that you're coming in, and use that grounding cord to help you arc off um, energy that needs to move out of your space so that you can be more fully present at ease in your body. All right, and then you can kind of just let your breathing go where it wants to go and start to pay attention to your feet now. And tune into that connection until you can really feel something there. You can kind of feel yourself plugging into the earth there and releasing. You may notice that you automatically start to draw that earth energy up. You know, it's a very natural thing for us to be doing, and now you just want to be consciously paying attention to it. And now I also want you to engage your inner eye, your clairvoyance. So as you start to sense your feet and feel the earth energy, it's clairsentience, I want you to see it, creatively visualize it in your mind's eye. And watch out on your screen as it travels up your legs and make sure it's traveling all the way up. The channels are equally open. There's no little stop gaps or clogs. It goes right up into that first chakra and down. And notice what other thoughts want to keep pulling your attention away. And that's what you want to release down the grounding cord, or put in a rose, or just breathe out, expel it out of your space. Whew, and gone. And then just dip even further into this awareness. You may feel that you need to hum. You may actually start to come so in tune with that earth energy that you begin to engage your clairaudience and you hum. You make that humming, oming sound. That's fine too. Turning on those spiritual abilities. And finally, I want you to turn on that crown chakra and know, as you engage with this earth energy, know, what are you doing? Get into communication and be cognizant. What am I clearing? It's good to know. It's good to know what got congested up in there. It's informative. Can let you know what to be more aware of as you go throughout your day. What am I releasing? And what am I bringing in? What is nourishing me? And just play with that. The more playful you can get, The more amused you can get, more childlike you can get, the easier it is. And if you find you're very serious and very stressed, then you can start actually playing a little bit with invoking amusement. Have your grounding cord do a hula or twirl like a ballerina or blow bubbles. There you go. I see a few smiles coming into the energy space there. There you go. Notice what happened to your body when you did that. It was a lot more fun for you to be in it. And your body was like, thank you for coming in. All right, now as you pay attention to that crown again, start to say hello to the light of God within you and around you. Really take a moment here to say hello to God within you and all around you. And again, start with, can I sense this? Can I actually feel this connection? And just play with that. I'm going to have you, instead of just picking a random cosmic energy today, I'm going to have you just work with your ray type, whatever your soul ray is. And you're just going to invoke that and it'll come. How clearly you see it is irrelevant. Just see what it feels like to kind of gather in your soul energy. And it's right in tune with you. It is you. It's your note in the universe. It's home. Ah. And watch all the energy just fly out of your space as you say hello to yourself. And just really sense that energy. If you also feel like toning or humming, that clairaudience turns on, that's fine too. Do let that happen. That's very healing, especially for that fifth chakra. Really helps you bust up energy. Yeah. And then again, engage the clairvoyance. Just kind of notice what color you're working with as a soul today. What is a big hello for you today? And as you tune into that color, let your crown come right up to that color and run it. Run it all down your back channels, up your front channels, across your creative channels, through every cell, through all the DNA. Run it everywhere. And breathe. And again, whatever may be still lingering and wanting to pull your attention away, I bet it's far less than earlier. But if there's still a little bit of that, no worries. That's just what you want to throw down the grounding cord or breathe out or blow up. And you put your attention right back on that energy, that soul vibration. And give yourself permission to be more and more and more vibrantly present. I am the light of the world. And this light is beautiful. Very nice. You can also notice what you might be bringing in with this soul vibration. You can kind of notice maybe there was something that you as a being were needing today. What's your nectar? What were you missing that maybe you needed a little more of? And also give this soul energy total permission to come in and help you move out wherever you're carrying a heavy load. Yeah, good. As that continues to flow, you can bring your crown chakras up to gold, and we'll say our invocation. May it be with the blessings of the Supreme Being, that whatever happens during this class will benefit each of us in our spiritual growth, awareness, and understanding. May we each take a step up in integrating into this light, love, power, and presence of God within us and all around us. There you go. And just kind of sit with that for a moment. Feel that. See that. Read that. Okay, and then we'll go to our next part of our invocation. We invite the angels and archangels, healers, teachers, and masters of the planetary and cosmic hierarchy to be present in whatever manner serves the highest good for all. Om, peace, amen. And play with those three words. Do they mean anything to you? Om, peace, and amen. What do they do to your energy field when you really say them with meaning? Notice your auras are getting brighter. And breathe. Any area that feels overly revved up from anything you may have done today, just send little extension cords from your grounding cord up to any place that feels a little agitated or overspun. And just give it a little assistance. And imagine a scale where you're just coming right into balance. And you're working with this soul energy and this earth energy and allowing it to bring you, the personality, back into balance, which is your natural state. And any place that feels a little claustrophobic, a little smothered or low, kind of depressed or compressed, is being undernourished, then just let this soul energy really flow full throttle into that part of you that needs more of your light. Once again, arriving at an awareness of you as a being in a state of balance by letting go of thoughts and emotions and energy patterns that take you out of balance. There you go. Very nice. You guys are doing a great job. Now I'm going to have you work with Mary Magdalene. So I'm going to have you put one hand out, and in that hand's going to, you're going to have Mary Magdalene energy in that hand. And you're just going to sit there and do the same thing that you were just doing. First of all, feel if you can sense it. You know, it has a particular timbre or quality to it that you may notice. You can also visualize it. You can even bounce your hand a little bit if you like to just kind of feel that energy. Yep. And then in the other hand, I'm going to have you work with Metatron. And you're going to have Metatron energy right there in that other hand. And notice they may feel really different, you know? Those energies may feel different. And you're going to work with these two beings, these two healing beings, to deepen this balancing and healing experience. So your hands will eventually, most likely, want to move. and just let them. So for instance, if your Mary Magdalene hand wants to move to a particular part of your body, just let it float there. And if the Metatron hand wants to touch a part of your body or maybe throw energy out, it may be scooping and sweeping. Who knows? Just let these healing energies do their thing. Your hands may not move at all, and that's fine too. But see if you can stay engaged and notice where you're working. And if you can keep your clairvoyance open, you can watch energetically what's moving in your space. And if you keep your crown chakra open, that claircognizance, you can even gain an awareness, a deeper understanding of what you are healing, what you are shifting about and letting go. You can know thyself. Mm-hmm. So Mary Magdalene can really help you with some karmic issues, particularly as they pertain to physical health, but it doesn't, she's not limited in any way. But I noticed that that's one of the themes that I hear her um, communicating to me that she's working with many of you on is kind of karmic energy patterns that you picked up through your genetic line, through your ancestry. And helping you resolve those ancestral questions, those patterns, so that you can allow your divine blueprint to be unencumbered by those tasks, those histories. And what I see Metatron working with you on is along your whole timeline. Just he's really working at your causal body with you and really kind of clearing your timeline and all these different incarnations, right? And just holding space for a clearing. So very similar to what Mary's doing with you down to genetic level, the DNA level, and he's doing this at that causal level, soul level, their Akashic records and that kind of thing. And of course, they don't do anything without you. That's not how it goes. It's just you're learning to be cognizant of your participation in this communion. There you go. Now, one of the things I hear Metatron saying that he says is worth verbalizing is at that soul level, at that threshold, with that causal body, surrender, if you will, the patterns deeply held around distrusting the collective, distrusting the world. wars and plagues and starvation and sicknesses and all that, and just kind of this hardship picture. Just allow you're kind of working together to ease out of that kind of human history, to make room for a pivot here. Humanity is in the midst of creating a pivot, and in order to make this pivot, there has to be a surrendering of this record of grief and mistrust. Things still get stored in the pillar. It's not like your life experience is uh, nothing is getting erased. You're just letting things fall below the threshold. And particularly if you come from an ancestral line that is very identified with victim energy, being a victim, being poor, or being the persecuted race, or being the persecuted gender, or being whatever, persecution, um, the underdog, can't ever get ahead, it's hopeless, that kind of stuff. That's what they're working with you guys, because all of you are done with that. You're all like, yeah, we're done with that. We're actually here to be light bearers and be more consciously participating in this pivot. It's just some of this stuff is so subconscious. They're just helping you with that. Also, panic. What I see Mary Magdalene working with you all is in the adrenals, and that whole panic, fight, flight, freeze thing, and panic. So why don't you work with her a little bit more consciously now and visualize what happens to your body when you panic, and just kind of look at it as math, okay? Just look at, oh, all these formulas change, chemicals go up, other chemicals don't go down, all this stuff happens. And then it takes a while to reset. And then a lot of that gets stored in the cellular memory and in the mental emotional memory as well. So just start to release trauma, release those adrenal responses. And let the whole endocrine system have a nice washout, a balance, rebalanced. Mm-hmm. Now, some of you, as you're lighting up these past lives around trauma, are kind of getting a little maybe suffocating or something like that. Again, you don't need to match the energy of what you're releasing. Okay, you don't need to run it through the astral body. But you can notice in your current astral body where there's matching pictures, so that you can release the ones that are being held in your current astral body. So if you start to feel kind of claustrophobic or pushed in or panicky, then that's the patterns you're wanting to release from this lifetime. Oh, good. You guys did. That was good. Good job. More of that. Do a little bit more of that. In fact, you might want to bring your Metatron hand wherever you need to in your aura or in your space to really just let that continue. Looks like Mary Magdalene's almost done. So let's let Metatron finish this part. Yeah. And then with your Mary Magdalene hand, put that over your heart, because she really wants you to invoke a deep, deep remembrance of your abiding, unconditional, unlimited love. And the steadiness of the love, the strength of that love, the reliability of it. And she wants you to just really feel that as Metatron helps you clear the drama and the trauma. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Slow in, slow out. Slow in and slow out. Okay, now any place where you're still clenching, I notice some of you, maybe the third chakra is wanting to hold on a little bit, like, whoa, whoa, what are we doing? Just sort of notice where you might be clenching. And if that's the case, don't judge. Just ask what you need. What do you need? And let that love come through your heart, and let that knowledge of your light come through your mind, and give whatever you need to yourself so that that clenching or that resistance can dissipate. Don't force yourself. Invite an actual communication there. You might ask yourself, where is my safety? And then go there. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. All right. Now they're both telling me that that their work is complete for this healing. So you can just again take your hands with this energy and just bring them together so that the energy is complete right through your space, and then off. You know, you kind of unmatch, and then you're going to bring in that gold sun and fill up.